Hi everybody, I'm Stacy with Stacy's Organizing and Decorating for Life. I'm here to help you organize your thoughts and decorate your perspectives. That noise you hear in the background is my Grinch. I also have a webpage called stacyforlife.com. On this webpage, I write a monthly blog, and so I invite you to check that out. Also, it has a description of the services that I provide as a life coach. I deal with addiction, codependency, and grief, but I'm not limited to all those things because underneath that is the desire to have healing and healthy relationships as well as develop spiritual and soul consciousness, which makes life a lot better on life's terms. So if you or anyone you know needs help in that area, please reach out to me on my webpage, once again, stacyforlife.com, or at stacyreinick@gmail.com. Okay? Thank you very much. Today is very kind of melancholy as it's raining and dark, kind of gray here in Cancun. And I'm kind of reminiscent as well, as it's been a year now that I've been doing these videos on YouTube. I want to thank each and every one of you that subscribe to my channel. Just a heartfelt thank you and much gratitude to you. I started with 4 subscribers, which I was happy because I didn't even know I had 4 subscribers when I started. And now I'm up to 116, and I thank you very much. It's just amazing, and I'm happy that I've been able to be a part of your lives, a part of helping you. I've had people reach out to me from Instant Messenger and even on here, and we're going through a weird time. And as a life coach, it's kind of funny because I started off in August and in the tracking thing, and then ended up in this August because usually we, have more predictable charts and paths. But this one hasn't been so much. But we are into September of 2020, so we're on the downside of this year, and I know that many people are probably anxious to get this year over with. So, taking a look back through the year and the reminiscent of the videos, my first videos when I started in August was really to tell you what I do is organizing your thoughts and decorating your perspectives. As I go into the closets of your mind and we pull out the things that no longer serve you, the things that don't fit anymore. And we discard those things, but then we can see the things of beauty that you already have and make room for more beauty in your lives. And then with the decorating the perspectives, we go underneath the beds and pull out all that stuff that you didn't think was there or know was there. That was your subconscious stuff, and then it's so rewarding to me to get to see when y'all have an epiphany or that goes off, how all this connected, see? Because we don't realize how strong of an influence that subconscious has on us. Once we can dig all that stuff off of the top of our subconscious, out of the closets and under the bed, then we can reveal our soul consciousness. I told y'all last week that's what the essence of us, who we are. That's what this channel is about. It's about going from chaos to clarity. It's about going from fear to love. It's about going from division to unity. So if you like that, then please hit the like and subscribe button below if you haven't already. And figuring a topic for today, I really didn't know what to do. I've done 57 videos. Thereabout. So there's a lot of things that I've covered from the addiction, and then, with what's going on now, I use the steps that I did in addiction for handling the global crisis. I have a playlist on that if you'd like to go see that. Also, the grief. I did a playlist on grief, how we can transform and go from grief to grace. That's not to say that we like it or anything else. It's about transformation. And that's how I came into this business anyway, was because when people are, in transition or transformation, oftentimes they want to change the outside of everything so that they feel better. And that's good, but it won't stay permanent unless we change the inside. We won't be satisfied, is what I'm saying. This year has brought a lot of that on because things have changed so rapidly and people had to give up so much of the outside influences that it is introspective. And while there's been a lot of good things happened this year as far as people's diets got better because the fast food or whatever they ate wasn't as accessible. And so I've seen people with diets improve. I've seen people improve on, getting sleep. They're turning the computer off at night because they've been on it so long in the day now. Everything's on the computer, and it's good, but you need that balance. You need to be able to sleep at night. So I've seen people, be able to get creative, and I've seen people desire healing from those old thoughts and patterns that no longer serve them. So it's had its good purpose, but on the other side, there's been a lot of depression because people didn't know what to do with this transition and transformation. People didn't know what their purpose is now because they had one idea in mind. Like when we started in January, we talked about the dreams and the goals and the visions. Not to know that we would be where we are now with these dreams and goals and visions. And they've really expanded probably a lot now what people's dreams and goals and visions are. So as part of this video today, I would like you to put in the comments below, or if you don't feel comfortable writing in the comments below, if you would just email me or send me a message and tell me what your dreams and goals and aspirations, what are your hopes and expectations for these last 3 months of the year? I think that many of us are thinking come November or December, we're hoping all this will settle down. You know, I don't know that we're ever going to go back to like we were in 2018 or 2019, but that we will be able to have more time. I think that we're going to cherish more of the benefits that we get. You know, I know that there's things that I wanted to do before this happened, and I hope to see those through next year in 2021. So it's still all about having hope. You know, and I think that a lot of people are afraid to have hope because there's so much attached to that hope. And if they're afraid that if they have hope, then it's going to get dashed. But it's like, well, is it really making you feel better not to have hope? So it's good to have hope, but to remember to detach or non-attach from the hope. You know, at the same time, not to put everything on it, because we really just have to stay present and live one day at a time is how we're going to find the best outcomes in our lives. And I've had to, you know, sometimes we just have to ask ourselves in meditation or being present, am I okay right this minute? You know, rather than letting those thoughts run wild and letting it control, you know, what's going on. That's what this channel is to do, is to help you get in touch with being present and being with your thoughts right now and the healing right now. If your thoughts are driving you crazy, if they're obsessive and compulsive and they're off the charts and they're depressive, you know, then hopefully you will seek help because you have a purpose in this life. When I went through addiction, I didn't realize that the addiction was going to serve a purpose, that I was going to be able to help so many other people. When I went through codependency, I just wanted to have better relationships, and I'm still able to help other people with that. And then when I went through the grief, I didn't expect to go through grief, but I didn't know that I would be able to help people transform that too to grace. So it's being an acceptance of all of those things, but being willing to transform and grow from those things. Sometimes our pain is our purpose and we don't realize it because we think we have to be a genius to have a purpose. But oftentimes it's those things that you are an expert in that you can help others get through. You can help be a catalyst because they have to actually do the work. But you can be the catalyst because no one can understand them like you. That's like in those 12-step programs that you have to have a person to relate to. You know, somebody who's just read a book on 12 steps can't relate to a person like that. So these are helpful. Not to should on yourself. I heard a lot of people at the beginning of the pandemic saying, I should have been here, I should have been doing this, and should doesn't serve you. So that's one of those things you pull out the closet, are those shoulds. And just, try to do the best that you can. But I've seen people growing and thriving and coming back to life now. And that's pretty exciting. So again, I just ask that you'll put where you are in this. I'm going to read you something from Eckhart Tolle. I've mentioned in other videos, pertaining to this global crisis, that some people think it's a new world order, and then some people, are the new earth. I don't know what's going on. Like I say, we live in the present day to day, but I think this is really cool. A new earth, awakening your life's purpose. And this is getting with that soul consciousness that I talk about. So I'm going to read you something right quick. It says, once you have a glimpse of awareness or presence, you know it firsthand. It is no longer just a concept in your mind. You can then make a conscious choice to be present rather than to indulge in useless thinking. That's that thinking, asking, how is it going to serve me? Grinch, be quiet. You can invite presence into your life. That is to say, make space. It's like meditation. With the grace of awakening comes responsibility. You can either try to go on as if nothing has happened, or you can see its significance and recognize the arising of awareness as the most important thing that can happen to you. Opening yourself in the emerging consciousness and bringing its light into this world then becomes the primary purpose of your life. That's the primary purpose of my life too. And that's the thing, is I hope that, and I feel like that all of you who have subscribed to this channel have that desire to bring this consciousness, this awareness, doing it one by one, just little by little within our own souls, uncovering all that stuff, looking at this and saying, oh, isn't that interesting, rather than judging ourselves and judging others. So again, I'm going to ask you to please send me ideas on your video topics, what you'd like to see within the next 3 months before we talk about dreams and goals and visions again. I think our vision is just to be well. I think our vision is those simple things, So I hope that this video has been helpful, and I look forward to seeing your responses to this video. And I'm sorry again about the Grinch making noise. Grinchy, come here. That's Grinch. That's the culprit. Yeah. That's the culprit. So thank you. I wish you much peace and love, and I look forward to connecting with you next week. Bye.